Hi, it's me. Today we're gonna be playing The Kid at the Back, and it's a yandere visual novel kind of thing, which I'm very interested in. But can I just say, I love the art style that they have here. Like, look at that. It looks so cool. And this was made by Renpai from Renpai, and I just like it. I just love the vibes from this one. Oh, and by the way, here's some yeah, content warnings, content warnings. So if you don't like any of this, then feel free to skip this video, please. Thank you. We done? Okay. Ooh. Okay. Let's check the glossary. Ooh, look at these characters. So far, there are like 2 love main interests in the game. But, I think it's gonna, like, increase over time. So, let's just check some of these characters. Ooh, this looks so cool. Wow, he is so tall. What the hell? He dislikes house hires, the ocean, and crabs. Loud noises and disruption. Okay, the loud noises and disruption I can understand. But house hires? I don't... What? Sol is an artistic and fan of historic events and classic literature. People find him creepy while some find him weird, but despite all the comments made towards him, you came to get to know about his character and he turned out to be the sweetest person. Okay, maybe this might not be a good idea. Just check these out. Relationship chart. What? There's even relationship comments. What the? Okay, maybe I shouldn't be looking at these because maybe I should just start playing the game. Yeah. Notice. Oh yeah, it's still in development. Yeah. This game is rated 18 plus, so minors, look away or just click away from this video right now. So here it is. Yep. And it's for creative venture, pure fiction, and should not be romanticized or replicated in real life. Highly discouraged, people. Alright. Uh-huh. And here are some of the dark themes. Are you sure you would like to proceed? Yes. It was many and many a year ago, in a kingdom by the sea, that a maiden there lived whom you may know, by the name of Annabel Lee. Day 1, the beloved. In class dismissed. By our next meeting, I need a full report on everyone's poem that they have chosen. I will not accept 1 paragraph. I need 2 whole pages filled with words. Everyone got that? The class broke into a series of, "Yes, professor." Oh my god. While some spared no time in packing their things, eager to be dismissed and disregarding the teacher altogether. Your Your literature teacher packs up her own things and exits the classroom. The moment your literature teacher left, the classroom broke into small groups as each student gathered up to meet with their respective cliques. No, not the cliques. No, I hate cliques in schools. Some engage in conversation while some spare no time in exiting the classroom. That's me. Like, if there's nothing to do in class anymore, I would just straight up leave and just go home. A yawn escaped your lips. You turn your head and observe the clouds outside. The clouds are shaded in dark gray. The sky's once blue color is now turning the same lighter shade of gray. The looming threat of rain made you click your tongue in irritation. Just my luck. I didn't bother bringing an umbrella too. Standing up from your seat, you were about to grab your bag when you felt a tap on your shoulder. Oh, okay. She's very, Gyaru. Turning around, you came face to face with a cobalt blue eyes. Her blonde hair shaped like swirls with its ends dyed in blue and pink. Complementing her entire ensemble, even if it's just a white button-up that clearly looks too small for her. Yeah, like, girl, those buttons are hanging on for dear life right now. Hot pink jacket, yeah, we get it. Her hand, which you assume was the same one that tapped your shoulder, hung up in the air. She seemed unsure whether to continue or not, judging from the way her eyebrows furrowed downward while biting her glossed lower lip. What do you want? She slightly turned, being right on whoever is behind her. You hear her whisper something under her breath before eventually composing herself and turning her focus solely on you now. Okay.
Hey, you're going to lunch with us, right? I mean, you should. I don't usually see you in the cafeteria often, so you must not be eating properly. How can you keep up with classes looking like that?
Excuse me? You took a step back, clenching the strap of your bag as you glare at the blonde woman before you. Who was this woman? Who does she think she is? Judging from the woman's expression, she finally came to realize the words that came out of her mouth. Brittany! Oh my god, Brittany? Like Britney Spears? A familiar voice interrupted the two of you. You turned your head to where the voice was, and there stood none other than your old friend. That's really insensitive of you. Imagine if someone else told you about how you look. His familiar orbs are of azure blue, nearly replicating lapis lazuli and yeah, whatever. Yeah, sun-kissed skin, yeah. He is known as Jericho Ichabod. Crow for short, the class representative and a close friend of yours. Well, the only close friend you have. Crow made his way to your side with a hand on his hip. He reprimands the blonde-haired woman next to you, and the said woman just shrugged her shoulders. You placed a hand over your beating heart. The close proximity between you two caused a blush to appear on your cheeks. Oh my god, he's so close to me. Oh yeah, by the way, I really love the art here. I love the art style. I also like the graphics too, and like the GUI design. Like, look. Whoa! This looks so sick. Well, what does it even mean? Wait, what? Was he? They blink. Whoa. The art looks so good. I really want to know who the artist for this one is. Like, is it the same as the creator or what? But yeah, I'm guessing this is like our affection level for the both of them. No matter how many times you get close to him or him getting near you, you'll never get used to it. His whole aura just gives a warm feeling in you. The butterflies in your stomach trashing and raging, begging to be released. Yeah, you may have a bit of a crush on him. The woman named Brittany just rolled her eyes, seemingly used to Crow's reprimands.
Well, you're the one who insisted on me initiating talk.
You could have done it more nicely, you know? Like a simple invite alone. Crow gives you a small smile while handing out something to you. You look down to see it. It was your ID. You dropped this, by the way. Your name. Oh. Puppy. Yes. Doodle. The ID shows, along with my pronouns. My pronouns? I mean, I can do either of this, but I'll just go with her for now. You can see yourself more. I am, I mean, I like to say I'm neutral. Yeah, you're sure. I'm okay with that. Seeing a young person, reading your name with your eyes. Bobby Doodle, she and her. Okay. This doesn't seem, maybe my eyes are itching. No, that's good enough. Your fingers briefly brushed against his. You bit your lip, then muttered a small thank you before pocketing your school ID. Crow gives you a close-eyed smile, returning with his own thank you, then turns his attention back towards Brittany. Following a bit tree are three more people. The tallest of the three is a sporty-looking man, clad in a green and yellow jersey with a number 10 settle in front. His eyes are bright green, maturity stubble under his chin. Okay. Ooh, Oh, that's a dude? Oh. He is the second tallest in a purple hoodie, sharp and slanted with long locked lashes. Oh, okay. Oh, he looks majestic. But hold on. His hair is straight and styled into a hime cut, or a short strand tied with a red ribbon. Ooh. He looks uninterested with what is going on right at the very moment. And the last but not the least is the shortest of the three, maybe within the group as well. Her skin pale, her face dotted with few freckles then and there as rectangular shaped frames shield away orange orbs. She wears black shirt matching Britney's. Okay. Listen, I don't really like reading out loud like the descriptions of what the characters look like because I can already see them with my own eyes. But yeah. Damn, Brit, you sure are bad at socializing. Hey, Gio, seems like you have competition. The tall jock, clad in yellow and green sports, lets out a loud laugh, causing some students to turn to look at him. Brittany's face grew red from embarrassment. Gritting her teeth, she crossed her arms while tapping her foot on the ground. This only made the jock laugh even harder.
Shut the fuck up, Daryl. You're causing a scene. Also, if you were me, you would have done just as badly.
That is, in fact, not true. I'm a lovable guy.
Oh, yeah?
As the two argue, you turn your head towards the other tall male in the hoodie. Sensing your gaze, he looks down at you, his hand still in his hoodie's pockets. A sudden chill went down your spine. What you looking at, huh? You quickly averted your gaze away from the imposing male and landing on a meek girl in orange right beside Brittany. She hasn't spoken since she arrived with the two males, but judging from how she is attached to Brittany, you're guessing she's closer with her than the rest of the group. She kind of reminds you of yourself when you were still new to school with no one to talk to. Ouch. Not until Crow befriended you, of course. Interesting. Were you as clingy as Crow back then as she is with Brittany now? Sorry, they're kind of a rowdy bunch, huh? I hope you're not too overwhelmed. They sure are something. Look, Poppy, you're still free not to join us for lunch if you're uncomfortable. Meeting new people is overwhelming. I just want to let you know that I respect your feelings and that you matter, Poppy. Thanks. Reassures you with a worried smile on his lips. You turn back to the group, the tall jock named Daryl now bothering Gio with an arm around his shoulder. The visible irritation on Gio's face did nothing to sway Daryl's happy-go-lucky personality. Brittany leans on one of the desks with her arms crossed, striking conversation with the bespectacled girl next to her. What's her name? I didn't seem to catch last time. Jessie? You could call her Jess for short. She's best friends with Brittany. She kinda reminds me of you back when we first met. All shy and quiet. Only that you're cuter. Oh, whoa. Okay, low-key kind of flirting. I get you. Crow pinches your cheek playfully, and you groan, but your mock annoyance is betrayed by a small smile that formed on your lips. How time flies, huh? That's right, you got yourself acquainted with Crow in your sophomore year. Before you left for the city, your father emphasized the importance of having companions and establishing friendships, most especially in this college. Olympias University, the largest university in Titan City. It is known for having the best facilities and the best education. You're guaranteed to rise from the bottom to the top. Well, that's what the advertisement tells you. You tried getting to know the people during your first year, but to no avail. No matter how much you try and make friends, you just couldn't seem to bring yourself to talk to anyone, and to your dismay, no one seems to bother to even befriend you. Well, that's kinda sad. Sure, you would like to talk with a few classmates for projects, but nothing goes beyond that. I'm sorry, I get so distracted. Okay. Except they're scared of you. Or more like disgusted? You can never tell. The looks you received have all been mixed signals. Some bad, some out of pity. That's until Crow came into the picture. Among everyone, Crow was the sole person who approached you with an intention of friendship. You were wary of him at first, Why would someone want to befriend you out of nowhere? Your past experiences caused you suspicion. You had a history with people who tried to earn your good graces because you were somehow beneficial to them. You thought Crow would be the same case, so you ignored him. But then he kept following you, trying to strike a conversation with you every now and then. You tried to dismiss him, ignoring his presence as usual, but Crow was determined to break down your walls and kept insisting on tagging along until it annoyed you once. Just once. That is, until it happened on the last day of your first semester in your sophomore year. You fell victim to one of the school's biggest hidden flaws. If Crow wasn't there to stop you, you could not begin to imagine what might have happened to you. Thank goodness you're unharmed. You're concerned about me? How about you? You're the one who's hurt. Thinking back, you thought he was crazy and stupid, taking blow after blow until the perpetrators got bored and left the both of you. Well, what's the whole point, right? As long as you're not hurt, this is nothing. You're crazy, you know that? And he just laughs it off, wincing due to the bruises on his face. I never got your name, crazy person. It's Jericho. Jericho Ichabod. Ah, but just call me Crow. Nice to meet you, Crow. I'm Poppy. You brought him to the clinic that day and became inseparable ever since. Right after that incident, Crow promised to never get in fights again and continues to keep his word on it. You really owe it to him. You look back at Crow. He tilts his head. Something on your mind, Poppy? Nothing. Just happy that you're my friend. He looked at you with raised eyebrows, probably surprised at how random your thoughts seemed. Sure he was. He didn't say anything as he let your words sink in, and his usual gentle smile appeared on his face. Crow inched closer to you, indicating that he feels the same way. Okay. Brittany must have taken notice of the amount of times wasted in talking and arguing. Okay. Arguing as she turns to you one last time.
We've talked a little bit too much. We'll end up not getting any seats if we keep this up. So, are you coming with us or not?
Caught up in your little daydream about the past, Brittany finally spoke up, catching your attention. You look back at Crow, recalling his words. Don't force yourself to join if you're still uncomfortable. You then decided to go with them, go to the library, or go somewhere else. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I think I'd rather go somewhere else. But you know, we'll just save. You know what? I'm gonna go somewhere else. You gotta be honest, Crow was right. All of this is quite overwhelming to you. Throughout your years here, you've only gotten used to Crow's presence in his salon. But then yesterday, he introduced you to his new group of friends you didn't know he had. You're happy for him. You really are, but why does it feel like a lie whenever you tell yourself that? And why does your heart swell and your stomach churn from the thought of him not being by your side at all time? The horrible feeling of green envy and raging jealousy consumes you ever since the thought came across your mind. Sudden love made its way to your throat, hindering you from forming words as you can feel your eyes threatening to water while your shoulders start to tremble. I need to get out of here. I need to go. Poppy? As you push them away? Hey, yo, wait. I didn't mean to do that. Poppy, wait. Damn, I didn't think Brittany would make someone cry by being so bad at communication.
For fuck's sake, Daryl, shut up. I didn't mean it, okay?
I don't think she's that bad. Like, she's not Heather, that's for sure. What? I'm right, aren't I? I'm going after her. Huh? Ichabod! Crow didn't listen to his friends calling out his name, especially Geo, as he ran after Poppy, rushing out of the room, hoping to catch up to her. He shoved through the sea of students, receiving some irritated looks after pushing them aside. Their looks don't matter to you, however, as you try to get out of the crowd as quickly as possible. Poppy, wait! Crow's booming voice behind you isn't helping your rising anxiety, and your tears now slowly cascading down your cheeks. Poppy, please, wait! What's wrong? Stop! Crow cries out with each breath he takes. You keep on ignoring him. What is going on? You turn a corner, hoping to lose Crow in the crowd. Aw, the floor. Nearly tripping on the school's bad architecture. Before you knew it, you made it to the school's rooftop. Pressing an ear on the door, you don't hear Crow's call anymore, and you let out the breath that you've been holding. Why is it raining outside? And then everything slowly crashed down on you. You fell down your floor on your knees and hugged them, not bothering with how dirty the floor is anymore. You look up as a few droplets of rain slowly drop down from the sky, a reflection of the salty tears now staining your cheeks. I'm so pathetic. Crow is his own person. I feel so selfish to even think that I'm his only friend like he is to me. Of course he can have other friends besides me. But why does it hurt? Is it because I'm just some nobody? All of them look so cool, especially that Brittany girl. She's so tall and pretty. Heck, I might mistake her for a model if it weren't for her uniform. She seems like Crow's type. The familiar ugly feeling made its way to your chest, and you tightly clench your fist to where your aching heart is. You want to rip out in the open and toss it from the edge of this building. Will he leave me if he deems me unworthy? Was I ever worthy to be beside him? You can't think anymore. You don't want to think anymore. The tears now flooding your eyes as your sniffles turn to stops, and you bury your face on your knees as you cry your heart out. The rain now heavy as if resonating with your sorrows. You have no idea how long you've been crying, but you've run out of tears to shed, and you've been staring at a blank space for a while now. Maybe it's time to head back. You look up at the dark skies, the rain slightly calmer but still not stopping its downpour. Standing up and dusting your back, you were about to grab the handle when you heard another voice from the other side. Your heartbeat quickened. You were blocking the door that the terrors of someone coming in would be near impossible. You're curious how this individual managed to get past you. Or maybe they were just here before you. Who knows? Forgetting your initial plan, you slowly approach the voice, making sure not to make too much noise as possible. Just as you had suspected, there's someone. Okay, new guy. Why does he look like Basil from Omori? A young man in a green vest must be his uniform. Hair in the shade of light blue, like how they remind you of the skies before it darkened, tied into a low ponytail by a white ribbon. Oh yeah, I forgot he has a ponytail, my bad. He seems to be in a deep conversation with whoever it was behind the phone he held to his ear. You can't quite hear the conversation he was having, much less understand what he's talking about. You assume he's speaking in a whole new different language. You step back. You're guessing this student's a foreigner. Seeing that he seems to pose no threat, you were about to leave when you felt a hand grab your shoulder. You stood frozen on your spot as you felt a huff of breath fan your neck. Something cold and sharp touched the side of your throat, and you were no fool. Oh yeah, he's threatening me. Uh-oh. Who are you? Speak. Unless you want to get yourself into big trouble. What the hell? Stay silent. Surrender? I mean, he told us to speak, so yeah, I think we should speak. I'm Floppy Doodles from Class 4B. Please don't kill me. You yelp out, the hand on your shoulder went loose as you feel him withdraw the knife. To push yourself off him and turning around to face the balloon, you had the urge to throw a punch to his face. As much as I like to do that, please don't do that. Instead, you didn't. Rather, what you came to face with is a look of confusion across his face and a hand under his chin. He isn't even looking at you. How rude! Poppy Doodles, why does that name sound familiar in Class 4B, too? Now's your chance, while he's distracted by his own thoughts. You pathetically threw a punch at him. He, however, merely catches your fist with a single palm, his other hand never leaving his chin as he keeps pondering over his thoughts. Yeah, nah, girl, you're cooked. You're so cooked. Herc. Why did you even bother? You were never the strongest in your family. I remember now. You saw saw a light bulb lit up on the top of his head. He lets go of your fist and pockets his tiny knife, which turned out to be a foldable pocket knife. It gives you a bright smile as if you didn't just threaten your life mere seconds ago. What impeccable timing you have at the moment, Poppy. I'm in need of your help. You see, I can't attend my next class due to some familiar emergency, and I promised my partner I'll be there. But seeing that you're in class 4B, can you take over for me? What? Who does this guy think he is? Your next class is art appreciation with Mr. Allen, correct? Oh no, don't get me started with art appreciation. I already completed that in my first year. And how does he know your next class is art appreciation with Mr. Allen? Whoa, 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 hold on. First of all, who the fuck are you? Second, why do you have a pocket knife within the school campus? And third, why should I agree to your terms after you literally just threatened my life just like that? As if realizing the situation, he lets out a gasp, his mouth shaping an oh. He fixes his posture then gives you a wink and thumbs up. The name's Hugo Sugimoto. I'm from class 4A, but I often have class mixed with Mr. Allen to catch up on my missing subjects from past years. Sugimoto? Is he like Japanese? Hugo. This guy is clearly a troublemaker. He just rubs the back of his head and chuckles as he continues with your next question. Taking out the pocket knife, he then gets it like some toy and presents it to you, like it's the most exquisite thing you've ever laid your eyes upon. You rolled your eyes. This? He waves the pocket knife left and right. It's for self-defense. The guards are quite shitty at their jobs in inspecting each bag. Things as little as these are easy to slip by. Plus, it's quite useful if you're ever in a pickle. We're in school grounds. Just use scissors like any other normal human being. He puts his tool back in his pockets. And as for your last question, goofy persona thrown out the window as quick as it came, his tone now a bit serious with his gaze fixated on you. Do you have friends, Poppy? Okay, that kind of offended you a little bit. Yes, I do. Yeah, but don't you ever think you feel like you're not doing much for them? That made you shut your thoughts up. Not gonna lie, he's not really the best guy out there. He blabbers on with the thought of whoever his friend is, but judging from the way he talks, he seems to care for him, admire him even. But people tend to misunderstand him quite a lot. Even I did. I thought I couldn't trust this guy with anything. Like how you don't trust Crow with anything before. Sorry for threatening you with a knife, Poppy. But what I'm saying is that, oftentimes I can never be there for him. I give it up on the thought of staying by his side. But you, however, there was a gleam in his eyes you couldn't seem to decipher. Maybe you'll understand him. Get to the point. Please be his partner for your art class. And he's down on his knees like a begging clown. The serious tone he had beforehand is now replaced with a blabbermouth crybaby for you. Seriously, he had you fooled for a second there. Okay, I'll be your friend's art class partner. Get the fuck up. You mean it? Thank you, Poppy. I knew you were the right person. Just, who is this friend of yours anyway? His name is Sol. Don't worry, you won't miss him. Oh, you mean the kid at the back. Without sparing another second in trying to ask for more information from him, he gives you a friendly pat on the shoulder before leaning in and whispering. Wipe your tears away, Poppy. Crying does not suit people like you. And with that, he's going down the stairs. You only stared at the now open door, your feet rooted on the cold tile floor from pure shock. How does he know I was crying? You are now walking down the hallway. Poppy! One heart attack after the other, you swore as they refused to give you a break. You aren't ready to face Crow yet. He's probably worried sick, especially with what you pulled minutes ago. You're probably lost in your thoughts for too long that you've suddenly felt his arms wrap around you. Crow's face buried at the crook of your neck as he held you tight. Whoa, hey man, you're getting a little bit too intimate with me right now. Give me some space, would you? His shoulders were shaking. There was no one else behind him. It was just you and him. He'll look around the campus for you. Where have you been? Bit your lip, not giving you a chance to hear your voice. Crow pulls away from your neck, but he still kept his hold around you. You refused to look him straight in the eyes, and he didn't push you for it, already satisfied with you in his arms. A sigh escapes his lips with one hand. He cups your cheeks and rubs it with his thumb as he observes your red and swollen eyes. He bit his lower lip, a flash of regret made apparent within his eyes. Just then, behind both of you, you heard a lone student call out to Crow's name. You swore that Crow's eyebrow arched and twitched as if irritated. There you are, Ichiban. Your presence is required by the council. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, yo, whoa, whoa, whoa. Chill, man. I don't fucking care. Oh my god! Wait, does he have like another personality or something? Oh. You know what? You know what? I kind of want to see that. I don't fucking care. Oh my god. What was that, Ichiban? I couldn't quite hear you. I'll be right there. Crow says, his back still facing the student. The student merely raised a brow, but didn't insist further and walks away. Crow lets out a tired sigh as he returns his full attention on you. Give me a text once you're ready to talk. Pulling away, albeit hesitantly, he rummages for something in his pocket before taking one of your pants and placing something on it. Without turning your head, you look down and saw a handkerchief on your palm. I'll see you later, Floppy. Wait, did he know that you were crying? He turns his heel. Okay. You squeeze his handkerchief and use it to wipe your cheeks, despite the salty tears that dried up at this point. You slowly made your way to the next class. You exhale a breath you didn't realize you were holding when you realized that your teacher was still absent. Ooh, this is kinda awkward. Oh. Fixing your composure, you scan the room. A few easels and shelves filled with brushes and bottles stained with acrylic paint. Guaranteed that you made it to the right class. Upon scanning the room, you thought back to what the guy who threatened you with a knife on the rooftop promised you. I won't miss him, huh? Well, that's the hard part. Everyone here looks like they're hard to stop from how colorful they all look. Typical art students with their colorful hair and looks and the way they dress, never heeding to the school's strict rules since they never really affected by said rules. The liberty of the course is not strict to academics. But you also took notice of some students who aren't in the course. You're guessing they took this subject as a minor subject. I mean, who wouldn't be taking this as a minor subject? So either this soul character is an art student or some regular student. You gave it in your search and took your seat. In any case, you'll find out which one is soul once the class starts. Hearing the classroom door open, your art professor makes his way out inside. His large round belly standing out, round spectacles sitting on top of his nose, and a stereotypical brown beret on his head. He greets the class before starting his lecture. An art exhibit project featuring various areas of art as part of our thesis. Wow, you guys are having a thesis for art appreciation? Man, that feels bad, bro. Feels bad, man. This time we're tasked with expressionism. Remember, this is all part of your paper and not to mention making a name for yourself, of course. Ho, 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 ho. More like taking the credit of a student's work and using it to advertise your shitty school. You scoffed at the thought. Hope you all got a partner already by this time. For this term, I'm tasking you all to create 3 works based on the exhibit's theme. This is where you want to throw your desk out the window. How could you forget? You weren't present during the previous meeting and you absolutely knew no one in this specific class. Why were you taking art again? Oh right, your father was an artist as he was a farmer. It was all for him, and maybe you can make a name for yourself with your works if you're ever alive as a gardener. Wouldn't turn out the way it should. All part of Plan B, and if that fails, I got Plan C and D. I have yet to make up the rest. Or guess I'll die. You shake away your silly thoughts. The problem is now at hand. You do not have a partner to work with. Now, I want all of you to go to your chosen partner for this project so I can start explaining your task. Eventually, you were forced out of your seat, since your seatmate's partner will be occupying it for the class. Now's the perfect time to look for the sole person Hugo was talking about. But up until now, you have no idea what he looks like. You're hoping he's a good person to work with and won't put all the workload on you. You shiver at the thought. You had enough of those kinds of people in your life, especially during your entire college years. Oh my god, don't get me started on those kind of people, my god. Unlike the rest of the class scurrying around to meet their partner, you're the only fool who was standing still. Note on the only one standing because from the corner of the room, there's a single student not bothering to stand up from their seat. Their seatmate had left to pair with someone else, leaving a vacant spot. That guy might be Sol? Well, we'll find out soon enough. Is he not going to bother with his partner? Unless... Hey there! He looks up from his desk and looks at your approaching form before you're eventually standing next to him. It's you. Oh. Seems like you're a bit lost there. Do you have a partner? No. Well, just your luck then. Me neither. So, do you want to be partners? Sure, why not? You took the vacant seat right beside him. His book now tucked away, and on his desk is now a pen and a piece of paper, seemingly ready to take notes. Hey, I never got to know your name. It's not quite important. Well, I should at least know what to call you instead of Green Street Guy. He raised a brow at your silly nickname you gave him before slightly shaking his head. Sullivan Brugmansia. But just call me Sol. Sol? What the hell? Sol means sun or brightness, right? With your whole glam, not gonna lie. Oh. Well, I don't want to be mean. Sol means sun or brightness, right? Sol nods, rubbing the back of his head. You can say that. My mother gave that name. It's a lovely name. Thanks. Well, I'm Floppy Doodles. Nice to finally know your name, Sol. Sol nods with a smile forming on his lips, then returning his attention back to the professor. Wow. 3 artworks to showcase. Note it has to be some form of expressionism. Mediums will be strictly traditional. Oh, brother, this guy stinks! He took out his charcoal pencil and a sketch pad for the class. You got any plans for our first display, Sol? Expressionism is about conveying one's feelings, right? The easiest for now is a portrait. Let's use your face as an example. My face? He lets out a low chuckle. There, you're making a cute expression right now. That can be considered as expressionism. Cute expression? Whoa. Okay, what is with this goal and people low-key kind of flirting with me right now? We literally just met, bro. Huh? He seems like he already has an idea on what to do. And judging from the half-filled sketchbook of his, he's quite familiar with the concept of art. Me, however, pretty great at art, am not that good at art. Honestly, I consider myself to be, decent at art, but since there's no middle ground, I'll just go with pretty great. If you have given me the honors to draw you, go ahead, at least I could count on you. As you were taking out your materials, you called back to the student back at the rooftop. This made you wonder how Sol managed to befriend someone like Hugo. But you don't think this is the appropriate time to ask him that? Was your friend any good at art as well? Friend? Oh, yeah. I already had an assigned partner for this class. But he ditched me at the last minute for some important family business. He never tells me though. And I'm not the type to pry either. Does your friend go by the name Hugo, perhaps? Yeah, how would you know? I met him during lunch. He was on the rooftop. Typical of him. Sorry you got dragged into this mess of taking his place. You shook your head, telling him that you don't mind one bit. You observe him as he goes on about his friend of his. Despite him shaking his head in annoyance, you can see a lingering sense of endearment in his words. Almost forgetting the fact that the short shit threatened you with a knife back on the rooftop. But seeing Soul like that, it was actually cute. Slowly taking out your sketchpad, you begin to draw Soul's various expressions as he talks. And here I thought this guy would be the type to brood a lot. Guess I was wrong. Would you believe me if I tell you that the guy is one of the top students in the entire class yet is always missing in action? You raise a brow in mild curiosity, pencil still on the iPad. Really now, he doesn't seem to be that type of guy. Which part? Him being a top student or always missing in action? Shrugging, you continue on with your sketch. He leans a bit closer to your face, trying to pry the sketch back off your hands. Were you drawing me this entire time? No? Liar. I thought I was supposed to be the one drawing you, not the other way around. With a huff, he leaned back on his chair, crossing his arms in the process of making palette. Aww, biting the side of his cheek. Lip piercing reflects the room's artificial light. Aw, come on, it's not a big deal, Saul. You try to cheer him up. Plus, you look really cute. Saul's cheeks turn red. His eyes widen before swiftly averting his gaze from yours, the grip on his arm tightening, causing the sleeve of his shirt to wrinkle. You said something? Nothing. You sure mumble a lot. It's a habit. I'm not used to talking a lot. You keep talking about your friend Hugo. You seem to be so fond of him regardless. Saul lets out a sigh, rubbing the back of his head at the thought. He knew you were right, and he knows he cannot deny he's fond of his friend. His only friend. I owe him a lot, that's all. Enough about Hugo, though. Let's continue on with our task. Alright. Wait, what the hell? And I'm drawing, and that's final. You pout. He merely chuckles. Alright, grumpy. We couldn't help but held your gaze on Saul's face. A huge blow, huh? We decided to question him. You fell down the stairs or something? What makes you say that? Or, I don't know, maybe a bruise on your face? You can't say that. Nothing for you to worry about, though. We're guessing you must be referring to the stairs heading towards the rooftop. Knowing this flight of stairs are quite unstable, there's a huge possibility you must have fallen pretty hard. He seems quite embarrassed by the thought alone. Though you can't help but there's more to the story than that. Or if he's actually telling the truth. Either way, you don't want to make him uncomfortable. Hope it gets better soon. Thanks. School is over. Wait, what? He wants to get rid of the sketches you made of him while he was on his tiny rant. What the hell, man? However, you were quick on your feet and shoved your sketch back in your bag before he could get his hands on it. Saul gives you a pouty look before giving up eventually and starts packing his things as well, proceeding to head out of the classroom, waiting for you by the door. Wait, why is he waiting for me? Do you have a phone? We could exchange numbers and update each other so we can do the next 2 more tasks. Okay. Let me try and send you a message. Okay. This must be Saul's. Sup? You type so differently from how you look. From the corner of your eye, you see Saul's eyebrow raised at your text. What's that supposed to mean? Nothing. He chuckled. He rolled his eyes. Your stare lingers on Saul's face. A smile is embedded on his handsome features while he looks at the block of text on his phone. You bite the bottom of your lip and recall the events that happened today. Nearly getting a death sentence by being Hugo, and most especially, being Saul. Back then, you struggled to form friends throughout college, but that you were convinced you would be graduating without making a single connection, which would undoubtedly disappoint your father, and you were ready for it. You thought to yourself, these are odd people, eccentrics at most. All misunderstood people, all human, all the same. A sudden wave of determination washed over you. With a hand on your chest, you stare into Soul's orbs, making him tilt his head slightly. Soul, I want to be friends with you. I can sense that people tend to misunderstand you and your overall personality. Soul is quiet, but his gaze remains on you with lingering curiosity. But let me be different. I want to know you. I want to understand you, Sol. If you let me. He blinked once, then twice, then a chuckle. He puts a large hand on top of your head, then ruffles your hair. Alright then, let's mark today as the start of wonderful friendship, Poppy Doodles. Wow, he's actually surprisingly really nice for some reason. You playfully push his hand up your head. Aw. As to you too, Sullivan Bruggs Muncia. Just so is fine, Poppy. Well, I need to get going. See you tomorrow? Huh? Of course. See you tomorrow, Poppy. Giving Sol a wave of goodbye, you make your way towards the school's exit. Heh. My darling. Wait, what? Huh? M- My darling. My sweet darling Poppy. See you later, pumpkin. Pu- Pumpkin? Huh? Wait, okay. This is a huge change of vibes for a second there. I thought we were having a wholesome moment right there, and then you. I should have expected this. Anyways, this is why I love playing Yandere games. It's because it always has like the feeling, a false sense of security, and it makes me feel terrified the moment it just switches up the genre from like romance to straight up a horror game, and I really like that. As you walk through the hallway, your eyes caught something on the nearby bulletin board. The poster was plastered on the large board. The Hollows Ball. Come enjoy the festive spirit of Hallows Eve. A Halloween party, huh? Seems promising. A sudden small vibration comes from your pocket. Curious, you took out your phone, expecting another message from Saul. It was from Crow. Your heart leaped from your chest, recalling the events that happened earlier this afternoon. Oof. Hey, can you meet me after class? I'll be at the front gate. Um, she didn't send a reply. Turning off your phone, you quickly made haste to exit. Okay then. Ooh. I can tell that some of these backgrounds are pretty much hand-drawn. I really like it. I really like the texturing here and here. And yeah, the artists really made good use of the texturing. I like the trees, I like the colors, the backgrounds. You approach the school's gate, keeping an eye out for your friend. Oh, there you are. Sure enough, there stood Crow in all his glory. You yourself were growing nervous with each step you took as you drew closer and closer to him. You... Yes, well, this is awkward. Uh, okay, this is kind of fast. You wanted to see me? Yes, lifting his bag from the floor, he slings a strap over his shoulder and offers his hand for you to take. I'd like to take you somewhere. It's a bit near the park. I'll lead you if you let me. Take his hand or take his arm? What's the difference? You know what? Take his arm. You take his outstretched hand, but rather boldly wrap your arm around his, earning a look of surprise from his azure eyes. Oh! Okay, now that... Okay. He did not question you on the matter, but a wide smile made its way to his features, while a slight blush dusted his cheeks. He holds onto your arm tight and leads the both of you away from the school grounds. I have a bad feeling about this, though. By the time you and Crow made it to the park, it was already sundown. Okay. Is this the place you were trying to lead me to, Crow? Not quite yet. Come here. Okay. We're here. Come, it's a sight to behold. Wow, would you look at that? Taking one last step, you see Crow admiring whatever was beyond him. His smile bright as his eyes twinkle like the stars above. Whoa! But gazing at the sea of lights that stretched out before you made you realize that you have been missing much of this what the city has to offer. Looking farther ahead, you take notice of a tall tower decorated with bright neon pink lights, lying on the ground under an old tree. You see his backpack leaning on his trunk. Ooh, okay. Oh, would you look at that? I really love the art here. You turn your back from the city and walk to where Crow lay, deciding to keep him company. His gaze on the starry sky shifts to you as you sit down beside him, and a hopeful smile grows on his face. Judging for your face all lighting up, you like this place, huh? Care to join me? Haha. You and Crow look at the night sky. You observe how the stars twinkle as if the rain from this morning never happened. How did you manage to find this place? You tilt your head to look at him, and he gives you a close-eyed chuckle before his twinkling gaze meets yours. I take it that you've never heard of Lily Smith, have you, Hoppy? Lily Smith? Crow points up at the old tree that stood above you, then returns his gaze to the stars. They say that this tree that the humans came in contact with was blessed by the gods that guard this land. This very same tree here used to bear multiple fruits. They say that they never rot and are free for anyone to take. Or so what the popular interpretation says anyway. There are other versions of the myth? Crow shrugs his shoulder. Moving his gaze from the sky back to the tree, he stares at it as if trying to decipher something just by the mere look of it. There are other versions, yes. Some say the fruits are actually poisonous. Others say it's only meant for the gods and no human must take from it lest they be cursed. That sounds quite gruesome. It's no wonder they would rather use the liar version of the myth. Let's chuckle. I guess that might be one of the reasons. Hey, Poppy? He pauses before speaking again. You perk an eyebrow at him. Yeah? This seems like a silly question. No, lay it on me. Tell me what it is. Do you believe in gods? This question caught you by surprise. You never thought of Crow as the religious type, more so be interested in gods. Or maybe he's just curious by the idea of them. This may be the best moment to know for sure. Do I believe in gods? Honestly speaking, I do. I do. They are the very beings that blessed our land and soil. Back in my hometown, we would go to worship in our village patron goddess, his church, and pray for a good harvest. You recall your visits to the village temple with your father, being regulars who visited you enough to the point where you become friends with some of those who reside within the church. Every time you drop by to worship, you and your father would offer your healthiest crops to thank your patron. You haven't gone to church in a while. Hell, man, I haven't gone to church in years. They don't have a church for your patron deity? Okay. Wait, you have your own patron deity? Your goddess had more followers near your village all the way to the south? How about you? Do you believe in gods? He scans your face, your eyes, your nose, and then your lips. His lingering gaze made you shrink back, your heart fluttering slightly. Crow seems to realize something about to himself as he returns his attention to the stars above, sighing. I don't. This surprises you, and Crow laughs at your visible shock and confusion. What? You didn't think I'd be a non-believer? Do I have to be honest? No. Why so? You kind of dress like a priest. Crow's azure eyes grew wide as he broke out into one of the loudest laughs you've ever heard from him. He laughed so hard that he had to clench his stomach and wipe at the tear-stained corners of his eyes. He was still chuckling when he unbuttoned the first two studs of his black polo, revealing more of his collarbone to you. Okay, bro. You gotta chill with this, man. You quickly avert your eyes, finding the tree's leaves to be very interesting at this moment. Ah, yes, I like the color of the trees, Coral. Look at that. Wow. As you feel a familiar heat rush to your cheeks. How's that? Less formal? Maybe button down a little bit more to make it a little bit less. For fuck's sake, Ichabod. It feels like I'm seeing a Victorian woman's ankles for the first time. Oh my god, stop it, bruh. Crow grins at your reaction. The next few moments were spent with you pointing at the stars and Crow teaching you the constellations with gentle whisper-like voice. You both fell silent, basking in the peace of the night. As the silence prolonged, Crow fell deep in thought. About today, Foppy. Oh shit, hold on. I always miss that shit. About the guys, I've gotta be honest. Dara put me on this little hangout while I was feeling down in the dumps. I think I do have to thank you for forcing me and actually gave me the courage to talk to you after class. I don't know if I upsetted you by suddenly dragging you into this group. I probably should have told you about them a long time ago. Huh. I'm sorry, Floppy. You bit your lip. Just suspected that you have upset Crow by making him think that you didn't like the group's presence at all. To control, to be a king, to be a tyrant. You didn't do anything wrong, Crow. In fact, I should be the one to apologize. You speak up without thinking. I'm sorry for making you feel bad. I didn't mean to be upset. I just thought that you'd forget about me after. They're amazing people. Brittany's pretty, Daryl's a fun guy, Gio's so cool, and Jess is loyal. They're a great group. And most importantly, you're amazing, Crow. You are all amazing, but not me. I'm just not sure if I could ever be part of the group. You were always hidden in the shadows. No matter how much you try to fit in, you were never to be considered. People treated you like someone to toss away, someone to use. You're worth nothing but an extra. That's what she always tells you. Ooh, childhood trauma. You couldn't hold it back anymore. And suddenly, you feel a pair of arms circling around you as he pulls you closer to him, letting you sob on his shoulders. He says nothing while rubbing a hand along your back, allowing you to cry, not caring about his clothes getting wet from your tears. Once you calm down, Crow rests his hand on your back, not letting you out of his embrace. You're amazing, Poppy. I'm sorry, I never get to tell you that no matter how many times I've thought of it. I just couldn't seem to find the words. But you're amazing in your very own way, Poppy. You may not know it, but you're beautiful, you're funny, you're quite a phenomena. You can feel vibrations coming from his chest, from the chuckle he emits. Heck, you're the funniest person I know. All I'm saying, Poppy, is that you're amazing. You have no idea how much tears you've shed tonight. Sometimes you think it's silly and childish to cry over what is probably a trivial matter to some, but the urge to sob returned after hearing those words from him. Do you want me to call you the amazing Spider-Man just to prove that you're amazing? What the hell? Okay, Marvel reference? That made you giggle a bit as you wiped your tear-stained cheeks. With whatever strength you could master, you slowly pull away and lifted yourself up. Whoa, hold on, bro. Yo, you look beautiful, bro. What the hell? Nah, you're prettier than me. You sit yourself up, hovering over Crow. And there's you see this very same man that made you cry by literally doing nothing. His braid came loose, you didn't know when, but his hair pulled around his head. Wow. He looks beautiful. He is glowing for real, for real. He's absolutely beautiful, stunning. Oh, how you wish you could blame everything on him. If you could, you tell him that he's the reason for all the unnecessary feelings swelling in your chest. You tell him exactly how good and bad it feels, the heartaches, the butterflies fluttering about your stomach. You want to blame him, but you can't. Hug him or kiss him? I mean, I'm not sure, man. I don't think I'm ready for anything yet, but we'll just hug him for now. You didn't feel as bad as before, but your vessel is not completely empty yet. Somehow, just looking at Crow, at the comfort he brought you, made you want to bask in it a little longer until you were sure you had no tears left to shed. Leaning down once more, you bury your face in the crook of his neck, and his arms instinctively wraps around you. Ooh. Oh, that's pretty sweet. He didn't say a word. Okay. You couldn't thank him enough for always knowing what you needed. Aw. You have no idea exactly how long you remain in that embrace while lying down in the grass, but you feel a little better that you're ready to get back on your feet. You pull away, meeting Crow's eyes that seem to ask after your well-being. Fixing his collar, he turns to you. Are you good to go? You could just read that from his gaze. Okay. You blink at him. He only smiles at you. It was time to go. It was time to leave this magical place. You look at the stars, at how brightly they shone. You gave the sky one last glance before turning away, hand clasped tightly around Crow's as you let him lead you home. Ah. Oh wait, this is my apartment? Okay. Bye. You closed your apartment door and you leaned on it, having a puff of air. I'm going to give the guys a chance. I think I judged them too quickly, so I want to do better. I want to get to know them better. Yeah, because so far from what I've seen, they don't seem like bad. I mean, they really don't seem that bad, actually. Like, they seem like pretty chill people, you know? If you trust them, then I trust them too. I'm glad you're giving them a chance, Foppy. I'm sure they will feel the same. His gentle voice and occasional fond glances he stole at you. That pizza looks good. Maybe I should order something. It's from a group chat you've never seen before? Wait, what? It was the... Oh no. It was a group chat with the rest of... Anyone want to go to the Halloween party this Friday? It's gonna be awesome! Aren't we all a bit too old for costume parties? Is it required? You two are no fun at all. I won't go if it's not a school requirement. Oh my god. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I would be like Geo. Like, if it's not required, I wouldn't go either. Much less a waste of my time. Is it? No, it isn't. But, it'll be a great and fun experience for all of us. I mean, we should loosen up a bit, you know? I agree with Crow.
Count me in.
Pass. I've got more important things to do than that party. Now, will you excuse me? I'll be doing my leftover task for tonight. He has gone offline. Sheesh, stuck in the mud as usual. How about you, Foppy? Me? You join it? It'll be fun. We were honestly surprised that someone remembered you. Checking your calendar through your phone, you didn't seem to have any plans in the near future. Or plans at all, you just like to spend your time in your apartment alone. Honestly, so based of you. I mean, sure? That's great to hear. Crow seems happy about it. You giggled. This also reminds you of something. Or rather, someone. Opening another chat, you tapped in Soul's newly added contact and sent him a message by sending the image of the same poster Daryl sent. A Halloween party? Hosted by the school? Yeah. I'm not quite into parties. Oh. Well, that's alright. Just asking, that's all. Wait. If you're coming down, I'm coming as well. Ooh. Really? Really? Do you plan on dressing up? I don't know. Do you? I mean, it's like costume party, so why not? I'll try to think of something then. I have a feeling that he's not gonna take any effort with it. You swear you can feel a smile behind those words. Huh. With a quick word of goodbye, you set your phone down when you heard your doorbell. That must be the food delivery. Afterwards, you ate your dinner and prepared yourself for bed. You thought about the events that happened today, meeting the group, meeting Soul, and the most especially your little hangout with Crow. Each and every moment is a special occasion on its own. We'll probably do laundry tomorrow, but for now, you slump yourself on the soft cushions of your bed. Good night. Ooh. And this maiden, she lived with no other thought than to love and be loved by me. The one who loves. I was a child, she was a child, in this kingdom by the sea. Huh? Day 2, the kingdom. Alright! That was day 1. I'm gonna save this for now. Oh yeah, I forgot. I only have his. Wow, look at this. Oh, I love this. Oh yeah, I love this so much. Wait, there's another version? What the hell? Wait, there's 4 versions of this? Okay. Well, that's all we have for today. Thank you for watching this. Yeah, I just want to play this game because it just looks so cool to me. And I just like, the art style so much. I like how it's just, completely like 18 plus and all that. But yeah, I've been having like some burnout from all of my academics. So this is a really good change of pace. Goodbye. Goodbye.